Aloha, it's Matthew, and I'm back from being sick, and I have a deeper dive on the Mani by Me kit for January of 2024. Um, in the kit, we've got these two polishes here. We've got Catnap and Literary Classic, and I painted my nails with Enchanted Mist by Mooncat. Um, it's a nice subtle gray, but then ooh, you see that pop? There's like every single color of the rainbow iridescent flakies in here. And it turns out that these match really well with the so all my fingers are Enchanted Mist, except for this one is the Literary Classic. Um, they're very similar in tone. And then this one's also Literary Classic because they're going to get stamped. Um, real quick, my cuticles are a wreck right now. So when we zoom in, if you see dry skin, just look away. Um, I started a new. Well, let's get stamping, and then I can chit chat about all about it. Um, so I'm gonna do a reverse stamp for this nail, and those do take some time. So let's get started on that and get painting. And I don't have a stamper. Sorry, guys. Um, well, I guess I can start telling you the story. So I changed two things in my night routine. I changed cuticle oils because I thought I would try this new one, and then I just happened to run out of my old um, cuticle cream and started this new one. And so, like right before bed, I put on uh, a slick of cuticle oil, and then I put this on nice and thick so it can like absorb overnight. And I was doing that with this new cuticle oil and the new cream, and my cuticles just were looking ragged. Um, and I did it for 4 days, and then I was just like, I've got to stop this cuticle oil and see if it's that. So I'm changing it out, and I don't want to trash the maker of the cuticle oil. So I'm going to try again here, maybe next month. And once I'm settled in with that Orly cream, if I change cuticle oils again and they start being all ragged again, then I'll know it was the cuticle oil for sure. Okay, now I don't want to do this reverse stamping on this green because there's just the slightest hint of green in the stamper. So we'll use that for the other um, stamps. I'm going to use a clear one. And I love this uh, big smorgasbord of design here. You can look through there and pick anything you want. At first, I thought I wanted this Monstera plant, but since I'm just doing the one nail, the plant takes up most of the nail, and then I wouldn't really have books or shelves, and it might not make sense. But I came over here, and there's a cute little kitten with some hearts and books, and then there's looks like a string of hearts plant running down right there. And I think that's what I want to put on this finger. So let's pick it up in straight up black and start painting it in. And then when I set that one aside to dry, we can stamp a few nails and stamp this one with just a regular old stamp. Um, so I was down for just a couple days, um, sick right here at the beginning of the year, but I am back up and at it. If my voice sounds funny at all, or if I have to stop and blow my nose, I apologize right now. Um, okay. So there's a dog hair right there. Okay. I think it picked up just fine. The kitten is a little bit light, but I think it's just fine. So we're gonna have a gray background, and I have my polishes behind me to color in. So let's see what we have to color. We've got a cat, we've got books, we've got a succulent, it looks like, and a couple plants. I'm not going to color in every single book. But let's grab a I was going to say a gray. Gray's my favorite color. um, let's just grab some um, cream colors here. I'm grabbing from my, it's the Snowflake Waltz collection that I got at Christmas time on sale. I think I'm going to stick to mostly these creams for painting in and not so much this champagne colored shimmer, but if I need a shimmer, then maybe I can do the little hearts over the cat with the shimmer. So I'm going to take some polish remover and put it in my dish right here, and that's going to be for dipping my my detail brush in to clean it off in between colors. Okay. And I've got the back side. Well, this is the side where you can plan out a manicure on your sticky stamper station. And then this back side is like a waxy, like what a sticker would be stuck to. And so you can use it like a palette. And then over on this side, I have the actual sticky part. So when I need to clean my stamper, I've got a big sheet of sticky right there. Okay, so let's put down some pink here to start. So like a dusty rose color. And the actual name of it is Ballet Flats B231. And let's just start coloring in some of these books. So, yeah, at the beginning of the year, I decided to I'm going to try and choose my words carefully because I don't want to trash them. But I decided to try that NBM, the Cuticle Buddy, from that gal in Brooklyn. And that's the cuticle oil that didn't work out so well for me. And I know that there's like different body chemistry and things like that. So it could be that her formula just doesn't work well for me. But like I said, I'm going to give it another try. What I would suggest is that if you choose to go with it or purchase from her, maybe just try one and see if you like it. I bought 3 different flavors, mostly because I wanted 3 cuticle buddies in different places. Cuticle buddy, it's just like it's a little vial, like a glass vial with cuticle oil in it with a roller ball. So it's like super convenient for what's the word? Criminy. Super convenient for carrying it with you. Like it's not going to spill anywhere or leak on anything. And it's super easy application because you just use the roller ball to put it on and then slightly rub it in. But like if you're doing something with a dropper, that's less convenient. And usually you get more than you want. And then you got oily fingers. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about if you use cuticle oil, which you should be using cuticle oil. Okay, so I'm going to get these little hearts. Well, let's see if I can get them It really doesn't matter if I go outside the line a little bit. It's a heart. But I'm going to try and get it right plopped on there. Shiny pink. Uh-huh. Okay. Why don't I zoom you guys in? And you guys can see as I'm working. There we go. And I promise they won't all be reverse colored in. I know that that's a thing that people like to watch, but there are also people who want to see a design and they want to see it quick. And reverse stamping is a very slow process, especially with something this detailed. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of the catnap from the monthly kit and put that over here. And let's use that for, there's like a mug right here that has a succulent in it. And so I think I'm going to paint the mug the catnap color. Then a handle. Trying to not wiggle my hand at all. Yeep. There we go. That's the best we're going to get for that little handle. That's a very tight detail. All right. And if you can see, oh, you can see, you're really zoomed in. I changed the angle of my brush to get this side here. Instead of trying to like tap this way, I just changed my brush to that way. And you can get right up on the edge of the mug there. And, okay. I'm going to color in a few, get right there. Oh, I should explain what I just did. When you flip it over, you can check and see whether you painted the color thick enough. I think, what color's my cat gonna be? Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? Okay, so let's do, I'm gonna do just the top of this book and the bottom of this book, and then leave the rest there blank. And how about one of these down here? And the funny thing is I'm going like all the way out. My nail, well, my nail will get a good 3 shelves. So maybe I'll just not do anything on the top shelf. Yeah. In fact, let me just do this real quick. Just so I don't get distracted by it. Okay, I hope this works and doesn't pick up all of the rest of it. What I think I'm going to try and do is just go right there and peel that away. Perfect. That way I just don't even have to look at it and forget and go up there and paint things. Okay. So we're going to need some green for that greenery. And I've got artichoke, which is a nice shiny green. No reason your plants can't be lustrous, right? And you guys can still see? Yep. So New Year's Eve went off mostly without a hitch. We had a couple scaredy cats. Doggo the dog is very easily spooked, and Baby the cat. And Baby the cat hung out mostly inside, and Oh, it looks like there's like maybe a little sewing basket or a knitting basket down there at the bottom. I thought the plant went all the way down, but I think it stops right there. But I think I'm just going to do the succulent in the same green, just to make it easier. Okay. Uh-huh. And you see I got the tiniest bit of green on that brown. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because I put the brown down first, and that's what you'll see when it gets stamped. You're going to see the brown because the green's behind it. So let me do just one to tie the color in. I'm going to do one of these books down here in Artichoke. Okay. And okay. I've got, am I going to have what color is my cat going to be? I keep thinking gray, but it's going to be on a gray background. Maybe I need a cream colored cat. Maybe the cat is a Burmese Siamese. So I think cream color like coconut. That's Luna. Coconut. Yes. Coconut. B268. I'll use this for the cat. Sorry, my neighbor's dogs are going off. Hopefully this mic will just keep that sound out. It seems to be pretty good at isolating unwanted sounds. You guys can still see? Okay. Now, not all reverse stamping is this detailed. Okay. There's Sandra. Oh, that's probably why the neighbor's dogs are barking. There's probably a pedestrian passing the neighbors, and now they're passing our house. Okay, this tail. Wish me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna clean off my brush right now because it's heavily loaded, and I'm gonna get a fresh dollop of paint right on the tip, and it's a nice thin drop versus after you've picked up a couple times. There we go. After you've picked up a couple times, it just gets fatter and fatter the more you pick up. Let's do one cream colored book down here. Okay. Okay. Now in this, oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Over in that little dish, I've got acetone, and I'm just swishing my bristles through the acetone, and then getting the excess off here on the paper towel. Let me zoom back in. Okay, so I think we're going to do a couple more colors here, and then we're going to be done with this one. We're going to set it aside and let it dry, and then get to the other nails. And this one, oh, this is Marzipan B228 from that Snowflake Waltz. And I'm going to do a book. And I think that's it for that color. Okay. So while I was sick, I did a little bit of playing around with my polish. Even when I'm sick, I can try and find some me time, right? And so I did this set of nails. Here, hang on, let me Sorry, Sandra. Okay. Sorry, I shut the front door. That way Sandra doesn't see the pedestrians and alert me to their presence. Okay, so I was saying that I did this. I was going to come back with a New Year's Eve black and gold after the not black and gold. And I thought I would just show you guys these that I worked on just for fun. If you want me to make a black and gold nails video, we can go through how I made those. And I think that that would be pretty fun. Black and gold is super striking. Okay, I'm going to get this blue book right there. Black and gold is so striking. I just wanted to do something different in that original video because black and gold is typically just like a go-to for such a classy look. And honestly, there's a reason for that. I mean, it looks good. Okay, I think we're going to do let's make the yarn ball here in the knitting needle is going to be that same blue. And then I think I'm just going to do one last color, which is going to be this Toy Soldier B227. And that'll be for the last books. And it's a jelly, but I think it'll work just fine. Okay, so this book here. Right there. Okay, then we're gonna go with the bottom half of this book, and then the top bit, just like that, and then one more down here. Okay, and let's do the basket. The knitting basket can be this color, this winey plum color. Okay, and I think we're good. Oh, let's take a look on this side. I think it's going to look good. It's going to look like a cute little book scene with cats and plants. Okay, I am going to zoom back out. All right, and we are 23 minutes in and not even a single nail done. That's why I don't really do reverse stamping on camera, because it just takes some time, which, you know, I like to have fun and use my polishes, so there's no reason why I don't want to reverse stamp. It just takes some time, and I don't know that everybody has the attention span to stick with it that long. So I only picked 3 nails here, and we've got Aloha Goodbye, which is from the Orly Breathable line. It's a gray with a green shimmer, a really subtle green shimmer in it. I don't think you can really even pick it up on camera. And then I happened to pick up Seize the Day from Essie. Seize the Day, which is kind of like a light aqua, and it has a shimmer in it too. And then I was like, well, might as well stick with shimmers. So I grabbed Silk Is ... by Sally Hansen on the Instadry line. And this is a really pretty neutral, kind of a shell color. It's kind of a, I mean, I guess shell is the best way to describe it, because there's like pink and gold and green and blue. Depends on what angle you've got it at. It looks like the inside kind of mother of pearl, right? Okay, so let's just pull back in this plate, because I want to do some of these full nail designs. And let's start with the gray. And the gray, I wanted to do artichoke, because I figured the green and the green would go really good together. And I want to do this top, Cats and Books. And Cats and Books in gold and green might not work out in color-wise, but we'll find out together, won't we? Okay, so put down some polish. I'm going to scrape it. And then pick it up with my stamper. Oh yeah, okay. And so here we go. Okay, it did turn out cute. That little tip just needed a little bit extra. Okay. So we got books, we got cats, we got paw prints, and it's super cute. And we'll zoom in at the end to look at those details. And so then for the blue one, I've got this navy colored, which is called Kraken, B482. And I wanted to do the these kind of, they look like witchy cats to me. There's like a moon and stars and on this book, so I'm thinking it's like a grimoire or a spell book. It can also just be like an astrological book or not a book on magic at all if that's not your cup of tea. And okay, so we got polish on the plate. I'm gonna take my stamper and just run it on my sticky stamper station to get it clean. That's great. And then scrape, pick that up. And I'm gonna get rid of those bits we don't want, which were probably past the nail design anyway, or the nail length. But oh yeah, this navy is gonna look super cute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a winner. And it's just a super cute design. And you remember how I said that reverse stamping can take a really long time, especially like the one that we did that was so detailed. If you wanted to do something like these full nail designs that we're working with right now, like say this one, you could pick up the full nail design and then just paint in that middle bookshelf. So like that's the accent piece. Or if you picked up this one, you could just paint in the coffee cup or just the hearts. You don't have to go crazy with it, And then the last one is this Silk Is color. And I wanted to use Acorn. And for some reason, I don't have it out. Found it. Okay. Acorn B498 is very similar to black in that it's super, super, super dark. But I thought that this would look better on the shell color than black. I mean, you can hardly tell the difference in the bottle, but I think that the brown will be just a little bit softer. Plus, this one's coffee theme, so brown. Oh yeah, if you guys are liking my content, feel free to like my video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I will bring you more nail ideas. You know what? I didn't get the cleanest pickup on that one. So I'm gonna do it again. So I need a cotton ball. So if you got the Mani by Me kit, you get a free gift every month. And this month's free gift was this air cushion magic powder pen. And it's spring loaded, so be careful when you open it up. But inside there's a wand like an application wand, and then there's powder in there, like in a compressed palette, deep in there. So I played around with that, and it looked really good when I did it. I followed the instructions just like they said. I don't have my goodness. I just got to grab my 100% acetone. What's in that little dish is, well, A, it's dirty because it's got my rinse water from all the other colors, and B, it's just polish remover. It's not acetone. Okay, so let's clean this guy. Okay, and then let's try it again. And the acorn here. Oh yeah, I was talking about the gold powder. So it turned out really well, and then I touched it or I smudged it or I did something, and it well, I ruined it. But if you guys want me to come back with those black and gold nail designs, I can also do well, the words books and coffee just don't seem to want to pick up, but I'm going for it anyway. I'm going to turn it around because if the words are kind of not the clearest. Well, there's that. Okay. So there's those three. And then let's do my nail last here. And I need some base coat. I thought I was prepared, you guys. Okay. So if you have the Maniology sticky base coat, that's what you would use. Or, I mean, you can use Orly Bonder base too. I just don't have the sticky base coat, so I use the Orly Bonder base, which I have a ton of. So I'm going to... Now, if your design that you reverse painted, hold on. I would like to think that that's dry, but it looks like the basket, the last thing that we painted, might still be the tiniest bit wet. Let's put a stamp on this finger then. Oh yeah, I wanted to use the catnap on this finger anyway, so that we could see what it looks like. And let's do the T one. Usually during the holidays, I'll have one coffee, usually a peppermint mocha in the morning. And then when it runs out, I go back to just tea for the rest of the year. But I ran out of my peppermint coffee, and one of my Christmas presents was another bag of it. So while I usually represent for Team Tea, I have had one cup of coffee every day for the past month or so, maybe a month and a half. All right. Oh, I say that because all these other ones are coffee and reading, and this one actually has a tea cup with a tea bag in it, so it is clearly Team Tea on this one here. Okay. We're going to scrape it. Pick it up. You guys, I don't know, maybe it's this stamper. I don't know that I let this one soak on paper yet. Let me... Okay. Let me grab this one. I know this one works. So if you don't know the paper trick, sometimes these little stamper heads will have excess silicone oils when you very first get them. And if you just set it on a piece of paper, any kind of paper, overnight, or even just for a few hours, the paper will wick away that extra silicone oil, which I think is what made it screwy on those lines there too, screwy on those words. So I've got a different stamper here. I know they look very similar, but here's the one that wasn't working, and here's the one that we are using. So let's try that again. What was I doing? Team T. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Bear with me, guys. Let's try it one more time. And if it doesn't come up this time, then that should be dry, and we can just look the other way and pretend like I haven't wasted the past few minutes. Okay. There's that. So I'm not one for New Year's resolutions necessarily. Like you can start a new habit anytime you want. It doesn't have to be New Year's. But I am going to start trying to cut down on my belongings. Kind of Marie Kondo, not so strict, but my goal is that if I haven't touched it in a year and if I don't have plans for it, then it needs to go. It needs to be discarded. It needs to be donated. It needs to go. If I haven't touched it in a year, and I don't see myself touching it any, or using it, it just needs to go. Get rid of the clutter. So I've started working on that in my bedroom. The craft room will be much, much more challenging, but I can do it a piece at a time, a chunk at a time. I think getting rid of some of the clutter will help me focus on the things that I want to get done this year. And so there's that. But if you guys did set any New Year's resolutions, feel free to share them in the comments. I love to chit chat with you guys. I love to chit chat with you guys. And so, like I was saying, when you have a dry stamp from your reverse stamping and a dry nail, you've got to put some sort of bonder on there, right? So we've got Orly Bonder base here. If you have the sticky base coat from Maniology, you can feel free to use that. Put a nice slick down. If you were doing something smaller, like a single little design that wasn't the full nail, you can literally just paint the size of, the small item. Like if you're doing, say, the Reading Rainbow book here with the butterflies coming out, you just do that size. You don't have to do your full nail. Okay, so now we're going to do this bookshelf scene. And I want the kitten and I want the string of hearts the most. So, sorry, there you go. You guys can see it now. Uh-huh. Okay. Trying to make sure I don't pull up any. I want to make sure it's not connected. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right, because like this guy's, you see it's clearly connected. But I'm just going to try and pinch it off like that. Yep. Okay. And then this piece up top can go. Okay, and then the biggest thing, once you've done this and you've spent all this hard time, getting your books painted in, your kitten painted, you don't want to smudge it. So smudge-free top coat is a must to lock it in. And then once you've done that, you can put on your favorite quick dry top coat. But this will just get it sealed in and won't smudge. Okay. So let's zoom in and take a look at some of these details. Okay, let me pull this out of the way. I'm going to zoom, get rid of that mess. Okay, so here are the ones we've stamped. There's the gray with the artichoke green gold. The aloe goodbye is the base. Artichoke is the stamping polish. But those kittens are adorable. So then we got kittens and magic books. And that one was Essie Sees the Day with Kraken on top. And then this last one was Silk Is by Sally Hansen. And the stamping on top was Acorn. And then here is the piece we were all working on together, the biggest one. There's the little kitten. Oh my god, it's so cute. And then the plant over here on the side. And all the books. You can clearly tell it's a bookshelf with all the stuff on it. I think that that's super cute. And then taking those iridescent. Oh yeah, and just don't look at the cuticles. They'll be supple and moisturized again in no time. So, all right. Thank you guys for sticking with me. And yeah, like I said, if you like my content, like my video, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like. And we'll see you next time. Bye.